So let's take a look at our JPY pairs itself, any pair relating to our JPY. We'll start off with our JPY Japanese yen index for the day. As we can see it on our, let's start with our daily time frame. As we can see it on our daily time frame, we are actually on an uptrend move. I've seen here a bullish move, a retracement, a push up, a pullback to test this our area here where we add this on our retracement. Our price pushes up and retested, retracements. So we actually have this breakouts and we come here to retest this area here. We actually add another push up again, breaking our previous higher highs. Guess what? We've actually now come back to retest this area here, and we can see it on our daily time frame. We are now starting to open bullish, by the way. I know this is just the opening of our how do I call it, our Tokyo section, whatever. Anyway, it depends on where you are and when you are watching it. So our Tokyo session has just opened, by the way. So we are very much, we've tested this area here, come back to test this area. We are very much likely to go bullish on our JPY index. Now, as we are having that bullish move on our JPY index, our pairs we are trading it to should actually be seeing a drop. We would be seeing a drop on our any pair we are trading to our JPY. Now let's start with our card to our JPY. One thing I'm going to exempt from this our trading rules is our card, because our card is actually going bullish. If you have to compare to other pair, we see that any pairs to our card is actually dropping. Both our euro to our card is dropping. Our card any pair card Swiss franc is actually going bullish move. So basically our card is actually giving us that bullish, giving us a huge movement. So we very much would likely not see that fall we are expecting on our card to our JPY. We very much likely would not see that fall, and if we see it, then no problem. We very much likely would not see that fall. So I believe we'll very much likely see that bullish move to this our previous highs here where our card fell from, to this highs here. That is exactly what I am thinking might happen on our card to our JPY. And if not, we get that fall, then there's no problem on that, as it is now on our Swiss franc JPY. We are aiming for a fall, right? And now we are starting to see that fall, especially on our 4-hour time frame. And what I'm seeing on this my 4-hour time frame is actually a retracement, and I am aiming for a fall again, breaking my previous lower lows. So I'm definitely aiming for a fall. If we are to see on our daily time frame, we can see that we added this retracement, our price pushes up, fell, right? We had a breakout, and I am seeing my Swiss franc to my JPY coming to test this area. Since we will be having a bullish move on our JPY, right? We would want to be having a bullish move on my JPY. So we should be seeing our Swiss franc falling. As we can see, our Swiss franc just opened, it has opened and it's actually going bearish. So I would want to take it as a fall, a pullback, and a continuous fall, at least to hit this area which I am aiming for. So Swiss franc to our JPY, we should be expecting a drop. Now on our pound JPY, I've done analysis on that, separate analysis. You can actually go and watch that if you want on our pound JPY. Now on our New Zealand JPY, as we are expecting a drop on our New Zealand to our Swiss JPY, which I will be probably seeing a drop here. So I would want my New Zealand to come here to test this area again once more before we can consider going bullish on my New Zealand JPY, as our JPY is about to go bullish and now our New Zealand have to drop. On our 4-hour time frame, we can see it here on our 4-hour time frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all opened, opened and closed bearish. So we would likely be seeing a drop again. It depends on where you are watching it. We very much likely would have gotten that drop finish and starting to go bullish. So it depends on where you are watching it, by the way. So with New Zealand to our JPY, consider going short before we can consider going long on our New Zealand JPY. That is if it will happen. Currently, we are currently in our Asians section, so we will be seeing a trading volume on our New Zealand JPY. Now on our odd JPY2, same thing that I made before, it dropped to this area here. Let me see if my price will come to test this area here again and see a push up. As I would likely take it, let's see it as a ranging move for days. Will I call it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? About 7 days now, our price has actually been ranging within this area here, as we can see it. You can see when our price fell, test and touch this our support, it pushes up, hits our resistance, fell again, we sell it, we saw when our price pushes up again, and we can see another fall again we are aiming for on our odd JPY. So we should be seeing a fall to this area to our support, then we can consider going bullish on our odd JPY. And now that our JPY will be pushing up, we should actually be seeing a fall on our JPY itself. And our 4-hour time frame, we can see we are actually on a bearish move. Our price is opening and is also closing bearish. So a continuous drop on our odd JPY. And lastly, our EURJPY, we would likely very much be seeing that drop, and drop a little bit of a drop, then possibly a bullish move. But I personally would be staying out of this trade. Reason is that we can see here our price has actually, you can see this was our previous higher highs here. Our price actually broke above it and it has now come to retest this area. Will it continue to go bearish? Will it continue to go bearish? Or will it actually change direction upward? Is what we can't really predict, but what our trend is showing us that it will continue to go bearish. And when we are to look at it with our JPY, we will see that our JPY is about to go bullish. Then our euro to our JPY will likely very much be falling.